subscription, you get an ID and a bounty, and each time that your subscription is updated in price, you pay a bounty to whoever updated. But you're allowed to actually set a timestamp threshold and percent change threshold, so that you can also set criteria so you're not getting updated too frequently. This is just running through some of the smart contracts, and most importantly, it's updated subscription. So any user can monitor this contract, whoever's deployed, and try to make some money by updating bounties and essentially acting like a keeper for the contract. And you can also make a bot to do that as well, of course. And deploy it on Avalanche mainnet. And this is just looking at the remix. It's not very front end heavy, but the deployment that I did for the front end, it's on Boss. So Boss is Near's front end, like hosted front ends on Near. And all this code here is going to be hosted directly on Near blockchain, which is very unique because we're actually using code that's on Near blockchain. We're connecting with MetaMask and directly accessing without having a Near account or anything like that. So obviously not a crazy front end, but we can get different subscriptions here by filtering. And if we try to send, which basically sending is to upgrade the Oracle to the latest, it's either going to allow us or not. And here we've got to allow us to do it because the time has passed or the percent change passed. And if we try, for example, another index where the criteria are met, it's going to error out. And we just see that in console here, but we would want that in the future to be shown on end, of course. That's basically it for the presentation. Yeah. Thank you.
If anyone has questions, you do like
Any questions? The index number? Also these inputs here are very sloppy because it's just the hex that comes from the contract. But basically, the data you get from them is you can get an idea here. You'll get the price as well as, if you see the interface here, you'll get the price, the confidence of the price. So the Oracle rates the price with the confidence, and the exponent here for the decimal. There's a couple of stuff like that. That's good stuff. All right. Thank you, guys.
Is the Crumbs team here? Yeah. All right, perfect. Give us a second to set up. Yeah, so you're gonna get up here, plug your laptop, and do a share screen on the
share.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the chat. It's in the Discord. Yeah, because like the presentation is so stuff.
Is the Soul Stash team here as well? You guys come over here, and we'll get you set up next in line.
No, I just wanted to show the code. Like the visuals in that place. I just want to like
Oh, the visuals. Oh, yeah.
I just want to get it from the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a couple. We're just going on the code.
Oh yeah.
By the way, guys, there will be both hackers and judges' choice prizes to vote on after this. So keep those in mind as you watch presentations.
Yeah, I did. Oh, it's Yeah. Yes. Hi, judges. Good morning, everyone. Can everybody hear me? Yes. Awesome. So I hope you're all doing well. Before we get started with my pitch, I have a question for all of you. So do you know how many Google trackers were used as third-party cookies on other websites? A lot. How many? A lot. A lot? Okay. What about, Facebook or Twitter? Does anyone know? A lot. Yeah, don't worry. I didn't know the answer either, but you would think that for websites we use on a daily basis, we'd know just how much they're tracking our activity to deliver these hyper-personalized experiences, right? The answer, by the way, is 44 for Twitter, 107 for Facebook, and 262 third-party trackers in total for Google, according to the P-Cloud Security Report. So what's the problem? Next slide. Third-party cookies are integral to the way that the internet and the websites we use every day, like Twitter, Facebook, and Google, function. And Google is planning a ban on third-party cookies on Chrome within the next year, so 2024. Third-party cookies are used by advertisers and publishers to track user activity and behavior to serve targeted ads. And this ban will affect the advertising industry's ability to track and target users effectively and deliver these personalized experiences. So who are the impacted stakeholders? Advertisers will face challenges in delivering relevant ads to users, which will impact their advertising revenue. Content creators will also experience a drop in revenue as advertisers will be less willing to advertise on their websites. And users will receive a less personalized and less relevant experience. Furthermore, significant power imbalance for Google, whose advertising tools are not effective, will occur, which will result in a less competitive market and an overall worse user experience for all. But we have a solution. We believe that the future of advertising is human-centric, and it's powered by crumbs. Next slide, please. Compressed NFT cookies. Imagine a world where you have complete control over your personal data and you can share it with the people and the companies you trust in a secure and transparent way. A world where content creators and advertisers can offer you personalized experiences that truly reflect your interests and values while rewarding you for it. I will now pass it off to Amy, who will talk about our product.
Hi everyone, my name is Amy and I built the backend and the token aspect of Crumb. So I'm a Solana developer and I believe that a lot of things are only possible in Solana, including compressed NFTs. So what are compressed NFTs? So data is stored on-chain, which is quite expensive, especially when you do it at a scale that is meant for mass adoption. So how can we combat this problem? Well, with Solana's newest technology, compressed NFTs using Merkle trees, we are able to create millions and billions of NFTs for very cheap. Actually, it would actually be $250 to create a million and $260 to create a billion. So you can see how that scales very well. So in our application, we're creating a master edition token, which represents a blank slate. This blank slate is what it's basically a permission file. What is this permission file? It's a crumb. So what happens when you compress a cookie? You get crumbs, and these crumbs are passed to the consumption websites that are like the advertiser or platforms like Google, third-party websites, and they take this NFT, which you may allow them to view, so that way you can monetize your data and how people are accessing your data, as well as what your data is used for. So you can select different options on this minted in your compressed NFT, which is uncompressed and then transferred to you, and then you can redeem it. So this whole process kind of happens in the back end, but it allows you to dynamically interact with the websites that you're giving your data to. I will now pass it to Melissa.
Hi. So now we're going to go on to our value proposition. So Crumbs believes that we are proposing a solution that would add value trifold. Firstly, we will reward users for their data. NFT cookies provide a more transparent and secure way of tracking user behavior, as my partner Amy has stated. Further, users can now have more control over their data, and you can choose to sell or keep your data. Secondly, Crumbs will provide higher quality data for advertisers because of our NFT cookies, providing a way to obtain first-party data directly from users, which improves the quality of audience targeting. And advertisers can now access more accurate and verifiable data, which can increase the effectiveness of their ad campaigns. Lastly, Crumbs can supply reliable revenue for content creators. NFT cookies will provide an additional revenue stream for creators by enabling them to monetize their content to fans directly. Further, we will ensure a more fair power distribution by providing alternative monetization paths other than Google. So after we built out what we have done like in the past 48 hours for the hackathon, our tool is currently online as a website, but in the future, we hope to offer our tool as a package or an extension to make it more convenient to onboard users. Further, we want to make it possible to customize permissions on a site-to-site basis. So as we have it currently, our NFTs are actually soul-bound, which means that we have one universal NFT where the users can their permissions for. But in the future, we would like to customize that per website. Lastly, we would like to add an onboarding form that offers streamlined wallet creation from within our extension or package for easier onboarding. In conclusion, Crumbs believes that the future of advertisement is equitable and human-centric, and not manipulative and dehumanizing as the industry we have today is. NFT cookies is our vision for our future that empowers users, advertisers, and content creators to create a more secure, transparent, and ethical approach to data collection and targeting. So join us in shaping the future of the 615.2 billion advertisers to empower 200 million content creators and the 4.6 billion internet users from around the world. Thank you.
So we have a quick demo of our website. It's very simple for now. You input some data. Actually, this number right here that you see, I think it's 10 million. That's like a possible number of NFTs that you can mint in the Merkle tree. In a singular Merkle tree, you can mint of 10 million leaves that detach and you send, to your users for a very cheap fee. So now it's creating the different accounts. So you, as the creator of this 1 million NFTs, you're approving the transactions, and then you receive the data. And then this is the step where we're creating the Merkle tree. So the Merkle tree is created, but we haven't gotten through to the part where we are like distributing it yet. So as Alyssa mentioned, that is our future plan. And I could go over the GitHub if you guys are really interested in seeing some token minting code. So like this is creating a master NFT. I'm pushing this onto the DevNet. I'm creating a bunch of different accounts. So like you would start with like mint account, token account, metadata accounts, and then you kind of end it off with like connecting them. You kind of connect like the mint account to the token account, so like they kind of point to each other. And then after all of this data, you can finally create your thing. So like you initialize it, which is another instruction. But after all of this, you can mint or master edition, which is basically like a printer for NFTs. You can print a lot of NFTs with this, basically as many as you select your max supply to be. And then we have our compressed NFT minting code, which you have a bunch of like helper functions. And then we have the init tree function, which creates a Merkle tree from a key pair. So the user pays for this, but this Merkle tree basically is a root account that is on chain, but it attaches to data that is stored off chain in ledgers. And why ledgers? Ledgers are self-custodial. The secret key never leaves the device. So it's all very safe. And we mint the compressed NFT after you've created the different the trees, the key pairs. And finally, you can transfer the asset. So you transfer the asset from the existing owner to a new owner. And this process is actually quite simple compared to transferring a normal NFT because it just involves the asset ID, which is basically the unique identifier of the leaf in the Merkle tree. Lastly, we have redeem asset. So this is the fun part where the user kind of gets to like unwrap their little crumb into their cookie, where they're able to turn this compressed NFT, which used to be a leaf off-chain, into an on-chain asset. So this is essentially what we have, just creating it. Yeah, really happy to build this in 48 hours. Hope to build it some more so we can improve the future of data security and ownership. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions?
What prevents like an advertiser like sold to data to from sending it to another advertiser or just publishing?
Right. So for this, we actually have a solution. So it's decentralized IDs. So with decentralized IDs, one of the things you can accomplish with this is limiting who can actually see what's inside your wallet and who can see your tokens. So if you limit the session, like if you limit like the access to a single session view, and you have that like, so like one of the like parameters we have is like collecting your wallet address, for example. So like if they're not allowed to collect that wallet data on there, then they're not allowed to like push that to like another third party. And while I do recognize that people can just do whatever with code, there are actually many internet laws regarding advertising, especially around emailing, collecting data, which a lot of Web2 companies don't really respect and do under the hood. So in Web3, we're trying to go for transparency and code as law. So with this, we're open sourcing it and we're pushing for a future where protocols and platforms are open source and can follow this standard that we're trying to create for data ownership.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Gold Scash is next on deck, and then Change That. And if Crypto Huskies, if someone is Crypto Huskies, reach out to me, please do that.
Okay. I'll get the microphone.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. Before we get started, we just want to say a really thank you to NYU and also Columbia for hosting Lionhack. This is my first time going, so it was really, really fun. And even though a lot of us, the whole team, didn't really get a lot of sleep, and we hadn't really, well, personally, I haven't really got to poop yet, so I'm kind of really, really out of it. But I still had a really, really great time. I'm super, super excited. I know we all are to present our project. We worked really hard, and all the front end devs were able to make a really, really sexy front end, and the back end devs spent so much time working on it. So this is just a really, really cool opportunity to share our project. Before we continue, my name is Tommy.
I'm Dion.
I'm Carol.
I'm Brendan.
I'm Tim.
And yeah, so next slide. Yeah. So we're students coming from Berkeley, UC Berkeley. We're also part of a club on campus called Blockchain at Berkeley. And yeah, so I'm sure you guys are probably wondering what SolStash is. We went with the track of building on Solana. And our slogan is basically invest in the future of Solana. And doesn't really make a lot of sense, but if you go to the next slide, please. In one short, really brief sentence, a basic high-level overview of what we are is the first Solana native ETF exchange that lets users trade Sol coins for a whole stash of assets in just 3 clicks. And hence the stash kind of represents SolStash. Carol?
So I'll take it from there. So let's talk about why this is ever necessary, which I think the mic is unnecessary. Do you agree? Hello? Okay, let's keep it just in case the people online might need it. Okay, great. So we always know that there's when you are trying to invest in an ecosystem, you probably want a basket of 50, 100, or at least 10 tokens in your box. But however, that means you might need to go through tens and hundreds of clicks to get all these in. And what's worse, you have to get your time keeping track of the tokens and then rebalancing things and doing all this work. At the end of the day, you're probably just gonna pick some the most generic token and not really care about the ecosystem. So here we're saying that we should have an easy way to have stake in an entire ecosystem, aside from just the platform token or the ecosystem token. So in this case, we can let users to click as little time as possible. We will take care of the reality, and then making sure we're generating the best returns by taking a weighted averaged rebalance approach. So I think without further ado, let's look at our sexy front end.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give a live demo now as to our actual product. So yeah, this is wait for it. How amazing front end. Investing in the future of Solana. Yeah, so front end go bird. I'm gonna choose a wallet. We're gonna connect Phantom, but we're just using the standard Solana wallet adapter, so you can use any standard Solana wallet. We're gonna connect, and wow, transition, amazing. This is the main dashboard. This is where all the magic happens. First thing you're going to notice is on the left-hand side here, we have all the different bundles or stashes you can choose from. At the moment, we just have 2, but in the future, we hope to expand this or even allow users to create their own bundles. So the standard one we're going to go with is, I guess, 1-to-4 split of Iridium, Stereo, and Bonafide, and Solana, just some of the bigger protocols in Solana right now. But as you can see, we also have another one with different splits. Depending on which stash you want to invest in, you can choose accordingly and, of course, purchase them. On the bottom, we have our fancy graph, as all crypto websites need. Investments go bird to the moon, flag, whatever you want to say. Cool graph. Anyways, yeah, so actual demo time. Let's say I want to actually invest in the stash. I'm going to enter how much Solana I want to convert, for example, 0.01. Actually, we'll just do 0.1. Bigger number. It's going to confirm the transaction. Stop. Of course, it's a fan connect, approve, process the transaction. What's going on in the back end is first, using code to actually purchase the baskets, and then to this personal contract, it's going to mix the code like fast token. So if you just give a second, because it's a lot of super fast compared to Ethereum. Typically, yeah. Second. What's that doing? Okay, perfect. Wow, let's go. Thank you, Solana. As you can see, we've deposited or purchased 0.1 of our stash. It's essentially centric to our smart contract and minted it. So if we go back to our main page, you see we went from 0.36 to 0.46 stash. Wow, we have our stash now. Amazing. So now we can try and withdraw it. So we withdraw 0.02. Yeah, let me just refresh page 2. Yep, our Solana went down to 0.72 transaction fees. Amazing, still better than EM. Cool. We're gonna withdraw 0.02 Solana. It's gonna go approve. Bam. Withdrawal successful. I'm gonna go to the Solana Explorer. This time it's actually surprisingly fast. Let's go. As you can see, we're burning our token. This is essentially just a simple daemon. We don't want to overload the system. That was successful. I refresh the page. Boom, we have 7.4 Solana now. Essentially, withdraw our 0.0 stash. So now we're going to disconnect it one more time to see the transition. Amazing. This are and Zava. Beautiful to watch.
Oh, what is this art behind the scene? So our app has the main part. First, as the scene, we have the correct threads, daily main React and eventually fancy styling. Advanced integration with any because just use standard wall API. Also run backend, which is a JS server. So right, so it's called the contract. Now it's used for data and reprocessing. Finally, smart very possible for it for any swap into the and work as our swap. And in the future, aim to reach a bunch of writers get about the guys. How does swap ETF work? So in order to buy an ETF, the user first to deposit sold into our contract. That contract will swap and into appropriate pairs token the user hold. The contract some amount of token that represent users stake in the world. And finally, the user using tokens in current position and the deposit as it needs. And for selling, it's really similar. In that first, the user must delegate the contract permission in order to modify their ETF tokens, and then the contract will then burn the tokens and swap back and like swap out of the ETF into Solana and give the Solana back to the user. So in this way, the user has a really easy option to exit the ETF if they so choose.
All right, now I'm going to talk about why we chose Solana as the best blockchain for our project. The first one is Solana is extremely fast. Its block confirmation times are way faster than Ethereum, which means if you're a new user or you're an experienced user, it's just a lot more friendly and a much better experience to work with a system that works really fast. Additionally, low gas fees are really fantastic. If you saw on our demo, our gas fees were almost negligible, which means you can easily make lots of investment trades, you can rebalance and invest in a lot of tokens without having to worry too much about the cost. And the last thing is the ecosystem. Solana has a fantastic ecosystem with tons of projects, which make it a really great thing to invest into. It just gave us a lot of options. All right, thank you so much.
Any questions?
What happens if you don't have enough Solana left over after a transfer that you can't take your Solana back?
So I think kind of the idea behind that is that when I was just back on project, I think in the future we would have to like tax things to make sure you can come it up it's actually beyond the that you want. And we're also gonna try to have all these transactions economically and all have going and have so kind of like slow for that we're kind of like the things but you can be layer tokens.
I just all getting standardized say holes or things be equipment pool or the 20%. That and also what flexibility around balance frequency or rebalancing algorithms. We got something about.
Yes, speaking of the first question, so they're not an AM or so like an ETF a bundle. So we're trading on AMMs to get these swaps in and out. And regarding rebalancing, we're more so envisioning a periodic time of like daily to weekly, and then we can have those automated jobs triggering those rebalances because the gas price is really low. So in that case, if things are kind of going really up or down based on their current prices, we can be then like rebalancing to the best return curve possible. Yeah, does that
I was,
answer?
yeah, I was just wondering because, you know, if it's a predictable time frame, just worrying about front running and things like that. If I know you rebalance at 4 o'clock every day, I'm going to place a buy if I know the weights and how much we purchase.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point, and that's also why we're trying to integrate more of Dexes and Aggregator in, so that we can pick the good prices around. And also, like, we could potentially use like a randomized time point, but I think based on the current liquidity, I don't think that will be a problem in the short term. But thank you for the question. Okay, with that, I think thank you everyone for having us here.
All right, next on desk is Chain Chat. So without further ado.
I know. Yeah. No, this is not. It's just I think like yeah, well, no, if I put it back in here, or like, or like,
And I think that's like
I should have
I thought you did it all because I thought it was fine. Oh, I thought you meant the value proposition slide.
Oh, no. I didn't. I probably should have.
I also didn't speak his mind. Guys, I didn't speak his mind.
Like, you could have.
Yeah.
We were at the mic.
Who had the mic?
We did it.
I didn't know like. Like I like I just like I mean, what is
Actually,
That's beautiful.
I could not. I could not.
I would need to get a lot better. I feel like answer. Like, is there TV? Yeah. I can sense it. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Coming from the kind essentially, yeah. Even
Yes.
So our probably change chat on Aura, freshman, yes, now.
I'm Rodrigo, studying CS and Math at Cornell, head of research at Cornell Blockchain. Hey, I'm Aaron, and I'm a CS student at Rutgers University, president of Rutgers Blockchain, and a Solana University ambassador.
Yeah, so basically we developed this kind of chat GPT inspired tool called Chat. And essentially the way it works is kind of it's sort of looks like you talk to the chatbot, and the goal is sort of to be able to make on-chain transactions, do a couple of different things like direct mail blockchain all in-chain chat itself, and you never have to actually leave the application that we made. It kind of differs from what you normally think of like a chat GPT tool where you're kind of just sending requests for info, you get kind of like some output, kind of helps you explain concepts and other things. In this case, you're actually directly interacting with this chatbot. It's actually going to perform actual transactions for you. So we can kind of, to explain a little bit better, sort of like demo it a little bit. So it says like what network would you like to use today? We can put in like Ethereum. So then we'll like go to MetaMask, ask me to connect wallet. We're just working on testnet right now. There you go, it tells you exactly your wallet is connected, here's your address, and then you can like type in a command like I want to send my friend like 0.0000001 ETH because we're pretty poor these days. ETH is hard to get at, especially girly ETH. And also I will send this. I'm also going to send this to myself, just on a different account. I can't lose all that. So now that we send this transaction, MetaMask is going to ask if we actually want to verify it. We say continue, confirm, because we actually want to make sure that we're not like actually taking any private keys or anything. We're going straight through MetaMask, so all the transactions happen right there where the user can actually decide whether or not they want to continue with. We have the transaction hash. We can go check it out on like the testnet. And let's see that. And it says that it's a short while ago, almost be confirmed. But essentially, like the way it works is like we have like kind of the NLP is able to extract kind of all these key terms we type in. There's a bunch of different ways you can ask us to send money. You can say there's a bunch of different keywords we use. It kind of like uses the NLP, kind of the ChatGPT API to extract the key information from that text and put it in that appropriate request. It also works with other like nets that we can try with Solana as well, like to your Phantom account, do a similar transaction. I can show that as well.
So obviously, as you guys know, it's hard to implement a lot of features. There's, the 48 hours that we had, we began to implement a lot more things for this. What we kind of aimed for was to be able to carry out any transaction on chain. So you know, it kind of goes in a progressive nature where you first implement DEX, and then you add more and more complexity until you eventually get to the point where you can say something like, would you mind taking 8.5 out of the Uniswap swap 3 LP position and move it to an Aave loan? So we can keep adding complexity on top. And also, like you mentioned before, the NLP algorithm is pretty complex. So you don't have to say, like, oh, send this to my friend. You can say transfer. Can you deliver, like, a lot of different synonyms, and we'll be able to pick it up. So one of the main inspirations for this project was just kind of a commitment to improving decentralization in any way that we can. In the past year, there's been a lot of notable attacks on people getting finished by malicious comments. Sometimes you'll go to the front page of Google and there'll be an ad at the top for a fake site protocol that you're trying to interact with. This would basically remove the need for you to interact with any protocols whatsoever. You could self-host all of this. Eventually, we want to add a contact feature so that you can whitelist your friends' names along with all of that addresses, and also whitelist protocols that you use often, in addition to a kind of hash map that we would have back and say the top 1,000 protocol addresses and things like that. So this also contributes to decentralization in a way that you can kind of work around any geolocation blocking, any KYC implementations that might be limited to just the front end, as here you can interact with solely the smart contract. So ideally, in the future, we want to implement more features that API requests some of those information against, like we were talking about kind of what normal GPT implementations are currently known for. And we think this, if it continues to be developed, could be a very good open source project for the community and a really good project that someone can run on their own client and be able to bypass a lot of the current infrastructure that's set up.
Yeah, I think we talked about, like I said, we're on Ethereum, we're going to try it on Solana, but also other compatible stuff we're done Arbitrum. Got to work on Avalanche as well. We're hoping to make that kind of just overall UI compatible. And another thing we're also looking into is like kind of just making it more user friendly. Like instead of actually having hashes, maybe use DNS, or something like that instead. Or we're trying to think of also implementing like kind of like a contact mapping type of thing where you have like a friend that wants to send eats to Bob. Bob will get mapped to their like corresponding hash key, and that way just like creates this overall system that just makes it really user friendly for anyone. Because I know personally, like me, like 2 years ago, I didn't really know anything about blockchain, and doing just like stuff like these types of transactions seemed kind of foreign to me. And I was kind of always like wondering, what is that like Venmo, a very like simple equivalent to doing transactions in the blockchain? And like if you have something very simple like this, you could also help get kind of like newer people like introduced and taking them through the process of just making like very simple transactions like that.
So yeah, we hope if this is continued to be developed, it could be a real boon to UX design across the entire space. And we hope that it can kind of verticalize some of the front end stack and remove the need for things like centralized hosting of and things like that for protocols, because you can interact directly with the contract. You really don't need that.
Yeah, I guess sort of like to add one more note to that, what's really awesome about this is that, in this demo we showed off that, whether it be on the Berlin testnet or like Solana, whatever, we can make really simple transfers of the native token from one person to another. However, what's really awesome about ChainChat as well is that it's modular in the sense that, if, whether I or like someone halfway like across the world wants to implement some new feature, whether it be, swap my Shiba Inu for like X tokens using Uniswap V3, or hey, I have this Aave position, please modify it to do this and that, right? What's really awesome is that even though like this is like it's a lot, right? The actual logic and modularity behind it allows it for anyone to sort of implement their own logic, and sort of going back to what you were saying about decentralization, right? What's really awesome is that we in the future could put out just a general version of ChainChat, which does the basics, right? We can send people the native token or the native coin. We can send people or we can call like smart contracts to do really simple things. But in the future, this whole idea of being decentralized as well, we can sort of allow people to add on their own features, to sort of fork ChainChat to make, I don't know, like buddy friend or whatever name happens in this past. They can fork this, make their own features, and sort of build upon this idea. But overall, in total, ChainChat is really awesome because this is really simple, but this is sort of a gateway for a lot of people to sort of enter crypto. Like, for example, I know if I showed my mom app.uniswap.org, right, she'd be freaked out. She'd be like, what are all these things? But if I told her, like, hey, here's your like local like AI crypto, do whatever you want with this, she's like, okay, it'll still be a little learning curve, but it'll still be much more feasible for her to learn this kind of stuff rather than like using Uniswap as a whole.
Yeah, we're hoping also like we implement a lot of like kind of basic like what you think of ChatGPT, like question answering stuff like that. So some block hashes is like general kind of questions on a specific net. That also might help with kind of some beginners getting introduced to general questions. So I guess it's more like a multi-purpose thing, kind of just to get people introduced.
Thank you. Any questions? Yep.
Would you look into like automating their overall processes?
So that was actually our original implementation. We had an entirely figured out the Python backend. It would sign off transaction with your private key, but we figured there's probably a slight distance with how people think about interacting with the blockchain. So I think having that MetaMask there and having people actually physically confirm the transaction is probably positive. But it's pretty simple. We just refer to some changes we made and go back to on sign.
So you guys are using ChatGPT's API, so I'm assuming that all the laws and actions that you want to do go to ChatGPT's API before you do the thing. Is there a practice conversation along which ChatGPT does not have information of your actions before they happen?
I think for now we have is the information of the general like format that can be sent straight to ChatGPT. I think we probably in the future will implement something more like we're trying to hide certain private details. But I think it's being used directly by the API and with the NLP kind of a combination tries to extract like just whatever the very key features are, not like, for example, specific names, but just like the amount value, the from address to address, and stuff like that.
Yeah, just to add on that could definitely be a possible option going forward. Just, being a hackathon, it's a bit hard to accumulate an NLP data set and things like that related to such kind of a specific use case. But in an ideal world where everything is self-hosted, you would want to rely on exterior APIs like that. Sorry, can you speak up, please?
When you were building your natural language process first, very
So with the current implementation that we have it, the natural language processing is just processing the input. The contracts are manually supported on the back end with a hash map. So it's like Uniswap is mapped to the Uniswap v3 router contract. And if we deployed it as like an open source project, it would probably have a big mapping of those with say the top 1,000 contracts or something like that. And then people would be able to manually map more if they wanted to.
Are you this ChatGPT?
No.
Like
No, kind of what I mentioned to him before. It was originally done like on the Python backend, also still not giving it the private key. It was an exterior function. But with this, the signing of the transactions is done on the front end with either MetaMask or Phantom Wallet. So no private key being given.
What happens if you try to perform a thing that's not possible with your wallet? Say like suspicious fund or like some unlocked transactions.
I don't believe we have error handling for that right now, which is kind of funny because you probably
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely look into implementing it right now, but obviously if you have insufficient funds, I think I've tried that before, obviously when I've accidentally typed in like 100 instead of like 101, and then it just it takes you to the MetaMask, obviously it says you don't have insufficient funds, and you can check your request, but we'll definitely make a more formal thing for that. I'll definitely do something we need to add.
Do you think it'd be possible to allow me to change that to create more users on just creating an action fund?
Yeah, that's something we're looking into as well, like seeing if it can like also like almost like give you some sort of like feedback or advice on like current positions that they're looking at based on previous data. Donation data, we don't want to keep storing user data, but that is some sort of model to like have your own personal model. So that would have to be more like a privacy thing. Like we ask the user when they make their chat change that account, like do you consent to being like your data being used for that? If so, then yeah, we can kind of help tailor those responses for them.
Sounds like you could use
Probably
sure.
it seems like a lot of like the contract interact like operates through like hard coded right now. But if you thought about like something like more generic or like like the ChatGPT would like crawl block you for like all possible like operating you can do, and then kind of like generate new like use cases automatically.
Yeah, so that kind of goes into the idea of a more traditional like crypto chat GPT where you're asking questions about protocols or things like that. We would probably implement that when you feed in the contract data, so it automatically has the functions and then it's then able to map that on some kind of generic semi-similar transaction type request. Where here we just have it based on kind of like bigger protocols and kind of like model things. So we have like a swap function and a transact function. So but yeah, as we expand into kind of more of what you would normally think of ChatGPT is doing, that is probably a long roadmap.
Would it be possible for the NLP to do super fast transactions like flash loans, like create a flash loans contract or even a contract, or is that hard to do because of the routing that we've done before to direct the contract?
I guess it would depend on the chain. On a chain like a 12-second block confirmation, it would likely be possible as it takes under 12 seconds, but that would be something I would have to test, and I can't answer that with full confidence off the top of my head.
That's it for my question.
Thank you guys.
We have two more talks tonight. Crypto Huskies and Imperial Vogue. Huskies. And then if Imperial Vogue can be next on deck up there. Yeah, are Huskies
Are you guys here? Okay. All right, switch up. We're gonna do imperial vote first. There you go. You guys ready?
Hi, we are Team Imperial Vote. So what we basically did is come up with a way wherein have your DAO exist in multiple chains without you moving from one chain to other chain. So we created this protocol called Imperial Vote. So what we basically do is have your DAO in one chain, and you can like have your like voting done in other chains without you like bridging your tokens from one chain to other chain. So yeah, like this is like the problem that we face. Like if you're like participating in a DAO voting. So if you do have a DAO, so the first issue for a DAO admin would be if he wants to port his DAO, he cannot do it easily, and he has to incur some costs. And also, like gas always fluctuates, and you would want to like port from some chain which actually is cheap. And also, like if you do bridge your tokens from one chain to other chain, when you do, and again you want to port, you have to go through this whole bridging process again. The solution. So Imperial Vote utilizes wormhole to perform interblocking operation, sorry, communication. And so basically, internally what happens is like you have one contract called DAO on one main chain, and you have multiple voting contracts in other chains. And what it basically does is like when you do have a proposal created on the main chain, it goes to the next chain. Sorry. Sorry. The proposal gets transferred to the second chain, and when the time like expires for that proposal, it execution would then fail. So basically, as I was saying that when one when one contract tries to contact the other one, we are using the wormhole protocol, where the communication is such that when it tries to send the communication, it's a multicast thing. It doesn't need to specify where that what the destination contract is, because there's a set of guardians who will do the VA signing, and then the relayers come into picture in wormhole. So when the guardians get the communication, that we just have to verify whether this communication came from the contract that it is saying it came from. And if they can verify that, and they have a set of 19 guardians, so if 13 out of them sign the VAs, then it's good to go. And then the relayers can come into the picture and take it to its destination later, therefore. And once the voting, the time expires, as I was saying, then we'll get the result back of whether it passed or not, so how many numbers of yeses and nos, and based on that, we can show the result front end. So advantages, as you mentioned, like cost effective, we can reduce the gas that we pay, so grid check, we have my chain times. We can also send communication with my task, and gives a whole unified experience. And using platform, we can send out to people. And a plan for the future is to provide a set of tools use which we can enable change our voting as well. For example, if you want to enable functionality to vote, let's say, for example, so something that we pick and the unified development of smart contracts as well, like maybe a factory or something that can create contracts or proposals and the company flow on its own. And this is our team. Can quickly show you front end website that we created. Just a description of what we are doing.
So we created this application according to our implementation, and here this is the welcome screen, and this is the launch button where we can launch our app where the voting can happen. And this is about us, what our application does, and we have details about us, what are the benefits of our application. Then we have the advantages of Imperial Vote. So as you guys might have understood by now, that it's very cost effective, because if you suppose have tokens in one of the chains, then definitely it would be not possible to hold. So it's cost effective. We can use tokens from different chains as well. We have multi-chain links and unified experience. This is just some attractive stuff we have added here. So this is the additional feature, vote in any DAO from anywhere. And our application will be shown here due to the time constraint we are unable to show right now. It's our development team. That's it. That's it. Thank you, guys. Any questions? Have any questions?
Who's the generalist?
He's
our generalist.
I don't like to show it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so we have one more demo. Last one for today. I think you guys been sitting here for a long time, and this is the last one, and we really want to thank everyone for coming out. But let's give it up for Crypto Huskies. So.
Okay. So this team. So this is my team. Burhan, Babu, Mahit, Ayush. There's some fantastic engineers, and our project is on forward, which Burhan will be talking more about.
So most of the companies depend upon the web to solution for their marketing and advertisement campaigns. So they use web to solutions like Chatbox, inbox dollars to promote their campaigns and make them promote it using videos and surveys and different ways to engage users in the exchange of rewards. So there are a lot of problems with this vector solutions like security and data protection, also the bot attacks on the applications and exploitation of resources, and also there are like various restrictions with this vector solution. So we come with a solution that we can use multiple blockchain technologies like site capture, also site capture, and also jump and uh, endowment protocol. So we will use blockchain smart contract to lock the reward and distribute automatically when certain conditions are satisfied. So we are using that capture for making it sure that bots don't exploit the resources and bots should be avoided, and also jump to use interchain operability of tokens and transfer it along the multiple chains. And also we are using endowment. So when the user earns P tokens, so they can be a part of a good cause and they can do a charity and donate it to the endowment protocol. So I will ask my teammate to keep it forward.
So I'm going to talk about the endowment module. So our solution is simple. We just need to do simple tasks. You earn tokens, and you get a chance to donate them to do something good for the society. As you can see, we have used endowment protocol to facilitate philanthropic services for our users. This is our dashboard for user. Specifically, what we do is these are a couple of orgs that we have listed right now, and these are unique IDs which are given to the organizations. These are deployed on the endowment protocol right now. So if let's say we just want to donate some tokens to Doctors Without Borders, so we just use their EINs and we just do a get swap, and this request just basically gives us the wallet address of that organization so that we can send our crypto tokens which we have and donate them to that organization. Now the thing is, endowment protocol only supports EVM based chains. So we try to integrate interoperability of chains so that it might get easier for the users to send more and donate more tokens, as well as we can capture a wider user base. So this was the section of on non-profit, and my team is going to discuss more about the next phase.
Yeah, so I'll be explaining the core idea of our project. So we actually thought of like what we thought is we actually wanted to so once user watches the videos, like he'll be getting some kind of ERC20 tokens, and he can choose to redeem it for gift cards. You know, like you can just buy gift cards using the token. And for it's kind of the gift cards you can buy using this token, and that can be sent to people from other so gift card can be able to redeem for gaming thing as like skins, I know these other thing as like something they can redeem further. So that's what we actually thought, but uh, there is availability of filters for NFT transaction with almost we were able to do upgrading, but that's not much of it. Yes.
I don't think that the map in four cases. Not going to four cases in here. It's like as I mentioned, like ask based work system. So in the future, we are planning to add more interesting tasks like cooking surveys, and so one such interesting use we came across is cookies. Like when you have cookies on the website, uh, it's basically like your data being sold everywhere, right? So we sort of incentivize that, and further we'll be having we'll be utilizing the Z as more powerful facilities to um, to complete the whole uh, thing. This is the role. Any questions?
Oh, you plan on like incentivizing what's for like strategy for the value? What's your incentivization strategy and what's your plan for the DAX session?
Basically, when companies promote the campaign and advertising campaign, so they pay money to the campaign managers and all. So what they do is they pay money to that platform, but it will not go to the user properly because most of the time bots exploit all the things. So we are planning to build a smart contract which will drop all the UR in it, and when the certain conditions are satisfied by users, so it will be divided equally and fairly to the users which are taking part in all those performing tasks at all. Any other questions?
I'm curious if you can donate non-token assets without it, or if there's a way to liquidate some kind of deals and stuff that still get money on, you know.
Is asking if we can liquidate NFTs. Yeah, we can do that also. Like as we said, we are using interoperability using Jump, so we can also looking forward to implement this part. Like one of my teammates said, we are using gift card, so it will work like the same. You will buy the NFT and you will send it to the charities, and charities can use it whatever the way they want to. Any other questions?
Thank you. All right, guys. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Well, that was a lot of great demos, and I want to say huge congratulations to everyone that worked so hard this entire weekend. But I want to put some acknowledgments out because none of this would have been possible without all our great sponsors here. It took, a group effort, and I want to acknowledge all the sponsors that put this on, starting with Near, Jump, Solana, the Lionhack crew, Axelar, Avalanche, DYDX, Arbitrum, Agoric, Martian, Endowment, QuantStamp, Hyperlane, Aztec, and last but not least, Z Captcha, homegrown, won Lionhack 2022, and we're proud to have them as the students as well. But all the great sponsors, we really appreciate all the great work, but it wouldn't have been possible without the organizing team as well. But for Kill, you can come up. Bill is president of NYU Blockchain and FinTech, and this year we partnered with NYU. It really wouldn't have been possible without their team. So with no further ado, I'm going to Keel, acknowledge the NYU team, and then Caleb, myself, will acknowledge the Columbia team.
Great. First of all, congratulations to all the finalists and all the winners, and thank you to all the sponsors for helping take the step forward. A huge shout out to the Columbia team for taking a chance on, a young club that's only been around for a semester and letting us co-host this event with them. I just want to call up Sean and Tyler, our VP of Development and our secretary. Without whom, again, none of this would be possible. I think Tyler called about 80 or 90 hotels in Manhattan to make sure rooms. So yeah, that would have been possible without them. Yeah, so thank you.
Awesome. So the Columbia team, as many of you may know, we've been working on this project since the beginning of January, actually. And it was a little scary. We thought we had a great venue. It fell through. And then we ended up finding this great venue, and none of that would have been possible without our director of corporate strategy, Wendy Du. So Wendy, if you could come up. This work would not have been possible without Wendy. So huge props to her. Next, our head of alumni relations and partnerships, and co-founder of Philos, Abraham. Next, our marketing director, Sarah Xiong. And our head of developer relations and help leading a lot of the earlier workshops the weeks prior, Leon. He unfortunately had to leave earlier, but props to Leon. And then if Kevin, are you here? Yeah, come on, Kevin. Hey, Kevin is the newest member to the Blockchain at Columbia board. He's the one that put together our entire Discord, and we're really excited to have Kevin on the team. And Rudvik, if Rudvik is here, he may have left earlier, but Rudvik is also an important contributor to the team. And now I'd like it if the rest of our board could come up. I know a lot of you guys have been super helpful throughout this weekend. It's been a 24-hour task. So we have Rio. He's our vice president of governance. And last but not least, but
perhaps our most important leader. I'm sure you've seen him throughout the event on Discord. He's in charge of all blockchain at Columbia's amazing Twitter marketing, and our current vice president and next year's president, Caleb.
And over the past 2 years, year and a half, 2 years, blockchain in Columbia has really built up our brand, had incredible events, had incredible community on campus, and really none of that wouldn't have been possible without Noel. He really does, industry quality professional in everything that he does and pushes everyone to act the same. And I hope we can continue that next year.
I realized a lot of projects that did a lot of great work this weekend didn't get the chance to demo. And so I'm going to allow Caleb and Akil to do a quick run through of who won which prize. And then we'll send out some marketing material and the devfolio and everything if anyone would be interested in exploring. And while we're getting that pulled up, we'd like it if everyone, after we announce the winners, if we could do a big group photo in the back. And yeah, thank you guys.
All right, amazing. So first, we're going to announce the Aztec winners. Kind of go up the list here. So number 3 for Aztec is Zbet. Number 2 is School Assistance. Number 1 is ZK Mafia.
Next, I have three tournament winners. Second place, we have Georgia Huskies, and at first place, we have Hui and for me.
We'll do the constant winners next. So for constant, at second place, we have microfinance. That first place, we have Kipia.
I'll next announce the Z Capture winners. At third place, we have Me Wallet. At second place, we have Crypto Mini Clip. And at first place, we have Cadia. So, you can have
So we'll do the Axelar prizes next. So for Axelar in third place, we have Josh, who is just a solo team. Second place is Governet, and first place is UMN Blockchain Gold. All right, awesome. So next we'll do Ava Labs. The Ava Labs prizes are split up a bit. The first place is still the big $1,000 prize. The second place is split between two $450 prizes, and there are a couple of kind of smaller $200 prizes. So the smaller prizes are Bravo, Split Estate, UMN Blockchain A, and Microfinance, and Cornell times Rutgers. The second place prizes are going to Governet and UMN Blockchain Gold. And the first place prize is going to Chain Chat.
I'll do the arbiter prizes next. At third place, we have Bondow. At second place, we have ARB GPT. And at first place, we have Crypto Mini Clip again. So.
Right, awesome. Next, we'll do the DeFi prizes. So in second place, we have Vesta. And in first place, we have SoulStash.
I'll announce the Martian prizes. At second place, we have Move GPT. And at first place, we have Coistar.
Awesome. Next, we'll do Solana. So for Solana at third place, we have Chain Chat. And then first place is going to be a tie. So we're going to do kind of just $3,000 prizes there. The Solana judges said that both these projects were just so good they couldn't decide. It's Crumbs and SoulStash.
I'll do the near prizes next. At second place, we have Me Wallet, and at first place, we have Price Pusher.
And finally, we'll do the jump prizes. These will be the last ones. So there were just kind of 4 first place prizes for jump. They're all the same amount. So the winner for the jump pipe price tracker is Team Piper. The winner for the wormhole DID is Imperial Value or Imperial Boats. The winner for Pipe Price Pusher is Pipe Price Pusher. And the winner for cross-chain NFTs is Crypto Huskies.
Lastly, we have a couple of special Lionhack prizes I would like to announce. I'll do the one for NYU. It went to Midtown Maniacs.
All right, awesome. And we have 2 prizes for Columbia. First, we have Most Improved Columbia Hacker, which is Sleepify. And we have the Best Columbia Project, which is Everything Coach. We have Judge's Choice Prize, which is Chain Chat. We'll send you guys a survey for the Hacker's Choice Prize to fill out afterwards.
Thank you guys so much. We really enjoyed this weekend, and we really want to do it again next year. So this is your guy. These are your guys, and please keep a lookout for Lionhack 2024. But if everyone can meet us in the back, we'll take a big group photo, and then that'll be a wrap. Thank you so much, guys. We should have been like, oh, we're MIU, Waterloo, and you. Yeah, that was good.
Oh, yeah, no, that might be safe first. After that, we get.
I wish I spoke, but I'm getting as many photos. They were here on the first day. Anisha was here on the first day. Yeah. Big Gary. But I think more time on this. Yeah, so for hopefully the next time we show all of this first is there's so many different actions.